So this one had a load lock already up on the top. I went ahead and put this one down. Okay, this is the place. I guess this is it, but it's like crap and everything in the way. It looks abandoned. Talk about get out and look, my goodness. Alright, so it wasn't those docks, those were definitely abandoned. It's back over here at this building that we're at before, but it's on the other side. Alright, let's go ahead and just put this thing in here. Jeez! Well, once again, I hate Colorado roads. Colorado, your roads suck. Take a look at the problem. This thing had 2 load locks on it. And you folks saw it. There was the one that was already on there that they put in, and then I put my own. And they both came loose.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, not really. I was gonna throw it away. Oh, we got to put it back. Oh, okay.
Look at that. This is definitely the one that was on the top.
This could be pillar number 2.
Mine could be broke too. Well, we got it backed up. They salvaged one, the other one fell. They can't use it since this is a peanut farm. And obviously, yeah, the finished product can't be it can't be on contaminated dirt and stuff. So I guess we'll just wait until they finish the rest. Okay, so they managed to save one that was by the door, and then there was another one on the other side of the, behind the left door. Nope, that one went boom on the ground. So that one could not be saved. I don't know if you saw, but that load lock that was on the very top, it was bent. And I don't mean the end. I mean, if I looked at it a little bit more closely, and the actual bar was slightly bent. Absolutely crazy. So what if I told you folks? It's not a KILR Awesome Trucking episode unless something goes amiss. Jeez. Welcome to trucking. So how many of you are thinking about getting trucking, or always wondered what would happen in your first year? Well, if you are new to this series, maybe you should get out and look and take a look at the other videos in this series from the beginning. At least since I went solo. Heck, there was stuff going on when I was with my mentor too. Yeah, if you really want to get an idea of what your first year is going to be like, this is a good series to watch, because I document everything. Every load that I've done, I've documented. So, yeah, you want to get an idea how your first 3 months, 6 months, year is going to go? I'm working on the year part. You'll probably get a lot of that here. Oh, crap. Yeah, the load after this, it's like dispatch. So you're still going to be able to make that pickup appointment, right? No, they didn't really say that. Yeah, well, we are definitely not going to make that appointment today. So yeah, I guess we'll be picking that up tomorrow, and the delivery will be the next day. Oh, jeez. Unbelievable. Well, I don't know what more is going to happen. So what we're going to do is I will check back with you. Hopefully I've got enough hours. I should. As soon as we get done here, I'm going to be driving back to Vega, and we're going to shut down there. And then I'll let you know what else went down here. Okay, well, we may not be going to Vega. Obviously, we can't take this to the next place. Okay, so we're in Clovis. We're at a Love's truck stop. It's only 20 miles away. This truck stop's got pull-throughs. So yeah, I put this one on my favorites. So there's a message here that I have to call to report overshort or damaged freight. If after 4 p.m., contact dispatch or terminal. To return the cargo to the nearest Swift terminal. Once at the terminal, please call cargo to be issued a RN number. So let me give that a call and see what they're going to do.
Your call may be monitored and recorded for quality and training purposes.
Yes, I was just left a receiver. They left some damaged freight in the back of the trailer, and I'm just trying to get instructions on where to take it.
Okay, did you already submit the Macro 59?
Yes, and I got a message to call this number.
Hang on, my computer froze. Give me just a second.
Sure.
Computer's been acting wonky, hey, like all day today.
Yeah, my laptop's been doing the same thing.
Yeah?
A good reboot and a kick usually does it.
I'm about to, straight up. I'm tired of it. You got 52 cases?
There is, it's like cardboard. They're like cardboard trays or something like that, and it's one pallet that basically fell to the ground, so they can't use it. They took everything else, though.
Let me go ahead and do your interview real quick. Did you pick this up preloaded, pre-sealed?
It was preloaded. It was not sealed. There were instructions that you had. It was after hours, so the paperwork was in a box that you had to get. The seal was there. You had to go and put load locks on the load. One was already installed. They installed one on the very top for the top pallets. I installed one of mine on the bottom. What happened during the drive, and it's got to be Colorado because their roads are really bad, both of those load locks fell. Theirs that was on top actually bent. And the pallets had shifted back. So it wound up that they were up against the doors of the trailer. They were able to save one of them. The other one they couldn't save. The rest of the stuff they were able to unload normally.
So did you end up putting the seal on it, or did they?
No, I put the seal on it. There was no one there to put the seal on it.
Okay. And did you break it, or did the final?
I broke it. They asked me to break that, open the doors, and well, that's when I saw that when I opened up one door, the pallet with the cardboard stuff was pushing its way out.
And there was no other OSMD issues that you are aware of, correct?
No, that was just that only one.
Right. And did they notate on the builds that there was one pallet that they was refusing?
Yes, it is on here on the very bottom. It says rejected one pallet due to, I can't read, due to B, lean over in truck. It's hard to read what it says, but
leaning over. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Gotcha. Did you pay a lumper, or was it a customer offload?
It was a customer offload. Yeah, there were no lumpers or anything.
Are you still currently at the final?
No, I drove 20 miles away to a truck stop.
Okay. Can you send me pictures of the freight and bills?
Yes, I can.
You are literally not near any terminals.
I know. There's 3 to choose from. There's Albuquerque, Lancaster, and Oklahoma City. Now, I'm trying to get loads out of Texas, so if I have a choice, I wouldn't mind going to Lancaster. Besides, they are a big terminal, and there's plenty of places where I can drop a trailer off. That I know. And the next load that I have is a Texas load.
Yeah, Lancaster's almost 7 hours away, though.
That's okay. I can get paid for it.
He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, they pay me to drive, right?
But I mean, if you want, I'm just saying. Alright, well, let's see. I'm gonna give you my phone number, and I'll have you stand by for a little bit, and see what they want done with the freight. Maybe we can get you moving, okay?
Okay. Okay. Just a real phone call there. Just cut out, sensitive information, just so that way you can hear how a phone call would go in this situation. Instead of just being told about it, you can kind of hear it. So hopefully that helps out. Now you may be asking, what's Macro 59? What is that? Okay, well, I sent that in. Let's get out and look and take a look at that macro. Okay, so here it is, OSND report. My driver later said, did you send OSND? And I said, who, what, where? He's probably getting annoyed with me. Okay, so basically, above this, you would select the load that is in regards to, see, I think this stands for overage, shortage, and damage report, I think is what that stands for, just in case you're wondering. So you're going to put in the, you select the trip number, you're going to select the stop number. Most likely it's going to be 0, because it starts with 0, but if you have like an extra stop, then it's like number 1 or whatever. Put your truck number. Was it refused? Well, yeah, so there was one, I put yes, one part was refused. Did the load shift? Yep, it shifted. Did they refuse the whole load? Yes or no? No, they didn't. That's pallets, not plates. Yes, there's pallets. And then you got the different types of products. There's, you can write down there, oh, it was the wrong one, it was over, short, damaged, wrong PO number, product order number, I guess, wet, got wet. Product code, I put a code that was on the bill of lading. I looked where it said the description of what was there, and I put like item number is what I put down for product code, because I didn't know what else to put. Product name, I put in, since it had a name, was the peanut trays, cardboard or whatever. Number of cases or pieces. Then you got product number 2, 3, 4. You only need to fill those in if you need to. And then there's comments down here on the bottom. So, and I just wrote some comments there. That's pretty much it. So you just fill that out there. What now? I know. Let's, we're in Clovis, New Mexico. All right. Let's do an internet test while we're here. This took a bit to actually come up. Let's see what we get. I don't know if the internet may not, well, no, it's not too bad of a ping. Maybe. Oh, come on. The lower the ping, the better it's supposed to be. Whoa, it's awful here. Now, I'm not directly in, I mean, I'm in Clovis. I'm just off to the side, but still. I mean, heck, if you go to the Loves, or there's a Pilot just like right next door, you know, this is what you can expect. The upload's not bad. The upload's not bad. Download is horrible. Holy crap. Wow. All right, let's take a look at 5G. All right, 5G. Let's see what you got for us. Whoa. 426? Really? It says 5G on there. Oh, this can't be good. I just reset the website. See what that does. Anything? Bueller. There we go. Higher ping. Well, okay, the download's better. Not much. Wow, Clovis really doesn't have much to work with here. Download is worse. Oh my goodness. The 4G was better on the upload. See, this is the test that T-Mobile and Verizon and all the rest of them don't show you. They don't show you down-to-earth actual testing of all the different, you know, like locations and stuff that you could be at. But here you go. Here's some realistic testing here for you. Now, I know I've already got a refrigerator, but I thought this was interesting that it's a cooler and warmer. So, heating and cooling with the cooling with a flip of a switch. I don't know. I don't think this thing's going to be very big. It might not be too bad. I saw this. This was kind of interesting, though. A wet and dry canister vacuum. I haven't really had the need to suck up spills, you know, water, I mean, paper towels, right? But this would be great, like if you could, you know, use it to, I don't know, the trailer? I have no idea. And then we got the smart car pot. What the heck does this do? Eat, drink, and live on the go. What do? Just mix stuff in here? Prepare beverages in your cab. I guess you just...
Club Scramble Stops, Speedco, and Gemini are now hiring for all positions.
Just put stuff in there and it blends it? Is that what it does? I have no idea. I've seen this. We got that. Portable slow cooker, and they have a roaster here too. What's nice are these are 12 volt, which means it's not going to take a lot of power from your truck. And you got this slow cooker here too, and this is going to be 12 volt as well. Look at the prices, though. Not a completely wasted day, but my driver later had said, wait until they contact you, and I decided to come back here to the truck stop in Clovis because I didn't want to wait on their property. I thought that would be loitering because, you know, I've done my business. There's no reason for me to stay there. And also, I didn't know how long it was going to take before someone contacted me. So, came back to Clovis. I came here to the, the Love's parking, Love's truck stop. And I think it was over an hour before someone contacted me. And then I had to call them, and never heard anything back from them. Mentioned to my driver leader. I said, yeah, I haven't heard anything back. And I don't think it's a good idea for me to drive tomorrow, at least to Albuquerque, because of this right here. This is a weather warning in regards to high winds in New Mexico, pretty much all throughout New Mexico, with gusts up to 60 miles per hour. There's even a part in there towards the bottom, high-profile vehicles should consider delaying their travel. So, going on YouTube, which I, typically do on a daily basis, I get, suggested videos and stuff, and Asian Mai is one of them. He puts out a lot of videos every day, but some catch my interest, and there was one of a truck that had tipped over. It was empty, and there were signs that I guess he shouldn't have been driving, but he drove anyway. And there was something in there in regards to, did his dispatcher force him to drive when he shouldn't have, and all this other stuff. But he talked about the areas that were being affected by these high winds. And we were experiencing some very high winds on the drive to Portales. And I could see the flags that were out there, and they were just blowing like crazy. And one thing that I did not have recorded, I wish I did, when we were coming here to the truck stop, there was what looked like a tornado in the middle of the road. It wasn't a tornado. It was a dust devil, basically, but this thing was big. And it had tumbleweeds that were just going around like this. Some of it was up in the air, and I'm like, holy crap. I slowed down as I was going through it, because I'm like, I don't want to go really fast and get blown right off, I was just kind of like, let me take this slow and easy. I wish I had that recorded, because that would have been a great little thing to show you folks. I just figured, why record it? I'm just going to be going down the street. It was only 20 miles away. But, missed opportunity. But yeah, we've got a mostly empty trailer back here. So driving with this empty trailer with winds that are gusting at 60 miles per hour definitely is not safe. Definitely not safe. I didn't hear anything back from my driver leader other than that he was going to be looking into it. I looked up the weather in Texas. There's going to be rain and clouds and storm. There's like a storm rolling in, but gusts were like up 30 miles per hour. It was not like what it is here in New Mexico. And this whole wind weather warning, this high wind weather warning, is all for tomorrow, for Tuesday. So yeah, if they want me to go to Albuquerque tomorrow to take this load, I'll just say, look, with the wind warning, it's not safe. Am I scared of taking it? No. But the thing is, and I think that's the thing about the super truckers that are out there. They're the ones, can't happen to me, can't happen, it's always the other person. I haven't had an accident in 23 years, or, whatever the case may be. Great, yeah, you never have an accident until you have one. Just like the tailgating and the going way too fast. They don't stop to they should be stopping and not driving. You know, they need to stop and think. And I know there are, you know, truckers out there that do, but there are super truckers that don't. You gotta make that money. Gotta make that money. Well, that money is not going to do you any good if you're dead. Okay. Would I like to continue moving tomorrow? Absolutely. Absolutely. But am I going to risk going out there with winds that could gust up to 60 miles per hour? And I know New Mexico, and the winds do get nasty out here. And they just come out of nowhere. For any of you who have been in New Mexico, or maybe you've lived in New Mexico, you know this. You know this. It could be a windy, breezy day, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, whoosh, huge wind, and then it's gone. So those of you in New Mexico, you know this. All right, and just remember, there are, you know, the windmills and stuff like that. They're out there for a reason, because there's wind. I mentioned this like in another episode where my family and I, we had did full-time RVing, and we had been stuck in Tucumcari. Well, one of the things that happened in Tucumcari, New Mexico, there was a gust of wind. It came and ripped half the awning off of our motorhome. So we couldn't even use the awning. We had to have it removed. So yeah, no, it's that wind is no joke. It is absolutely no joke. There have been some windy areas where I go to open the door and the wind is like pushing it back, like it almost, I almost got caught in between the door because the wind was blowing so hard. That's been in other places, not so much New Mexico, but I've had it happen in some other places when there was an actual storm out there. But yeah, no. So I mean, I told my driver later, I said, look, at worst, I'll just do a 34-hour reset. I mean, this is not Clovis, New Mexico is not where I want to do a 34-hour reset. This is not where I want to hang out. Okay, no offense to anyone who's from Clovis, or you got family in Clovis or anything like that. I'd rather be here than Tucumcari. And a funny story is, when we were in Tucumcari, we would drive down here to Clovis like once a month to go to Walmart and to go to our bank, which is here, and there wasn't one in Tucumcari. So we would take our paychecks, come here and deposit them, because, well, in Tucumcari, they didn't know what direct deposit was. It didn't exist, I guess, for them. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely, if you're going to be stuck anywhere, this is definitely a better place to be stuck. It's just, I would prefer to be, somewhere else, if I'm going to be doing my reset. But they do have a Walmart. I'm losing my voice. They do have a Walmart here. So, and I looked at it on a satellite map. It looks like all the roads going into the Walmart do not allow trucks. However, towards the back, where the deliveries are at, you can bring a truck in and then pull around and go into the parking spot. The funny thing is, looking at Google Street View, because you can get up close to the parking lot, you'll see a Swift truck parked. I'm looking at like, maybe that's me from the future or the past. I don't know. But no, yeah, obviously that's not me. But it had a white truck, so I just thought that was kind of funny. So yeah, I saw that and just thought it was interesting. There is a Mexican restaurant. Reviews were saying it's kind of like a Tex-Mex. I forgot the name of it, but it's a little bit ways down there. Definitely within walking distance. The Walmart, I would have to personal conveyance to. I don't think we need to drop the trailer, and as much as I would like to see this, 60-mile-per-hour wind just blow that junk from the trailer and make it go bye-bye. Yeah, unfortunately we have to. I don't want to leave the trailer here by itself, even if there was a kingpin lock on it. But it's fine. We can go there when it opens, and I can get some of the stuff that I need, and we can come right back here to the Loves, or we can go park over there at the Pilot. There isn't that much I want to buy. Another thing I might do too is look and see. Ooh, my bank is here too. I could remove. I could take some cash out. That might be a good idea. I'm sure they have a bus system here, so maybe instead of just moving the truck and the trailer, I can just take a bus and get my groceries and stuff that way. It's a thought. It's a lot less hassle than moving a truck and a 53-foot trailer and all that. Why move it when you don't have to, right? So I don't know. I'll look into that. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. I have no idea what's going to go on with this whole thing. And it's frustrating. So once again, folks, you may be the type of person that is like, I only want to work 6 or 7 days and I got to have that 34-hour reset. You may be like, I'm not going to work recap hours. Look at the stuff that's happened in this series. And before, I was not big into working recap hours either. I'm just like, hey, why not take the 34-hour reset and get those hours back that I can use? And as time went on, it's like I take that 34-hour reset, and then later on down the line, something else happens, and I wind up having to be, I can't drive. I have to be off duty, and it winds up being close to a 34-hour reset, or it winds up being one. And this may very well be just like that. Just think about it. What if because I'm working on recap hours right now. What if I had done a 34-hour reset yesterday or the day before that? And then I get into this situation here, and now I've got to sit around for, half the day today and maybe all day tomorrow because of the wind and everything. Guess what? Another 34-hour reset. And I'm like, I'm wanting to move, right? So that's how I wound up being big into the recap hours. Take the reset only when you have to take it. If you're in a place, if you're trying to go somewhere to take, to be able to take a reset, that's one thing. You go to a specific place. I was like, hey, I want to do my reset right here. Okay, makes sense. Or let's say you've worked yourself. Let's just say you had a really, really good week, load after load after load. Chances are you may have worked those 70 hours, most of them in 7 days. If you got yourself some good loads where you're driving like nearly 10 hours every day, yeah, in 7 days, you've worked most of those hours. And now on the 8th day, you don't have much left. You have to wait until the 9th day before you get recap hours. So, situation like that, you may be like, well, I'm going to have to do a reset because I've got to wait a couple of days anyway. Or you've worked so hard that you're like, I am wiped out. I need a day. Okay, Yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. But if you can keep working, work the recap hours. Because like the situation, you never know. You never know if you're going to be in a situation that you're going to wind up being, shut down for who knows how long. So, well, I'm going to get to work on some videos. Why not? Right? Why not? So I will talk to you tomorrow.